I sure hope everyone can relate to struggles because everyone deals with them. No one's perfect. I think you'd be lying if you haven't been through a tough time, especially if you play golf. Fans have been great here. It's been a while since I've felt this good in a tournament, let alone a major, so it's going to be a challenge, but I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Ricky certainly knows. You think back to last year, Paul as an alternate, waiting all day long that first day, hoping to get into the field. Didn't happen. He hit balls. He said it was one of the longest days of his life. That heartbreak, and then opened with a 62 here and kept it going and has the lead to start the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, he was in a different place with his golf game last year. There's no doubt about that. The change back to Butch Harmon has been terrific because Butch is not just a great technical coach, but he's a coach in the whole essence of it in terms of coaching performance as well. Great to see Ricky back and welcome to return to the top of the leaderboard for sure.
At the 8th, took a peek from long distance. Ricky looking for his first major championship. Colin already has 2. Scratches and claws his way back to even par. And an active scorecard, just 1 par on the card thus far.
Harrington looking for birdie at 15.
He loves the grind more than anybody that I've ever met. He loves the grind.
Whether it's on the range, whether it's playing.
He's got this intensity in practice rounds. They were playing for $100, him and Shane. It's where it was a major he was trying to win.
Time major champ. All right, in the fairway at 10, Tom Kim.
Fitzpatrick just going to try to lay it out there, just short, deep, terrible ball.
Get in the hole, Fitzy.
And that right there is the difference here at LACC, hitting the fairway or not.
Exactly. Now Tom Kim, 109. It's playing up here about 7 yards. I think if you get past this, it might spin back. He's got a low above his feet, move the ball from right to left just a tad. He's been ready to go. He's playing so good. It's fun to watch.
Coach Scotland, longtime caddy for Ricky Fowler on the bag.
Beautiful golf swing. Classic in so many ways. Distance control.
Oh, Paul, he's got another chance.
This guy has really made his mark in professional golf.
He is dialed in right. Make birdie at 9. It's a really good birdie. Reason to smile. To 11.
Yeah, Hideki Matsuyama coming off another birdie at 10. 5 under on the day. Here at the tough 11th. No birdies yet, as you can well imagine, at the tough par 3. And short in one of those huge bunkers. Can't tell if it's in the sand or not.
Bryson DeChambeau lining up this birdie putt. So that's the recipe, Paul. Go deep on the front side, hang in there on the back side, and then just wait and see what the leaders do.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, you know, the guys going out in the afternoon, the golf course is certainly going to be a bit drier when they get out there, but they are watching this, and so are the caddies. They're looking at pin positions, they're looking at lines, they're getting a sense of where to go on this golf course and where to back off, and that's what they'll be planning.
In March, we have a moment to remind you the 123rd U.S. Open Championship brought to you by Deloitte, engineering advantage for businesses of every kind. By Century Insurance, your business savvy, our industry experience. Let's talk. And by Cisco, proud technology partner of the USGA. Cisco, build a bridge possible. Take the PCH up to Malibu. Surfing this week at all?
No, my son is going to college next year up in Malibu, so he's looking forward to that. Sorry, further north than that. He's going up to Santa Barbara.
Gotcha. Patrick at the 10th. Really well done. Thumbs up from Tom Kim.
And over at 16 now, Patrick Cantlay for his par. It's been quite a struggle coming home for Patrick. That'll make him happy. 30 on the front. to that point. Great save. And over at 3, Gerard looking for birdie.
One of those greens got lots of slope on it. Back to front, sits towards the players on the fairway. Bendy one.
Yeah, these greens and fairways are deceptively wide. They play so much narrower.
Back to the 10th, another chance for Tom Kim, Jim.
Yeah, good place to have it right below the hole. A little bit of a slider going up the hill, left to right. Tough to keep it down here below, but he did a great job with that. You know, that's the premium of hitting in the fairway.
That strokes gained basically in relation to the field. A little more complicated than that, but that's what it's telling you. Never left the hole. I mean, that was pure. Never a doubt, Paul.
It's terrific, isn't it? I love watching him play. I remember him playing in the President's Cup last year. Great 3-iron, I think it was, into that last green. This guy is a class player. Again, from tee to green, there seems to be no weakness. Maybe not as powerful as the bigger hitters in the game, but nonetheless makes up for it with a lot of consistency. Beautiful putting stroke there. And he's got a bit of charisma about him, doesn't he? It's fun to watch.
That celebration at the President's Cup after the putt was great.
Well, at 11, Matsuyama did find the sand.
No, it's an okay lie, Peter. It's just sitting down just a little bit, but on the upslope. I don't think it's going to spin coming out here, but he can kind of pop it up onto the fringe and let it trundle right to the flag.
Just 29% up and downs out of the bunkers here at 11. So not only is it long, but it's tough to scramble. Not too bad. When we come back, we'll see if he can make that putt to stay bogey free. Matsuyama trying to save par here at the par 3 11th. It's the toughest hole on the course today, and no birdies. Combine that hole location with the length of the hole, it just adds up to difficult. And back at 3, this is Austin Eck Road. Look at all the divots in the fairway. That is a popular spot. That's where all the tee shots are gathering. Second shot up this hill. You can't see it, but he's going to love it when he gets up there. And back at 11. That's what awaits the players if they go over the green. Elevation drop, you see that 58 feet. And I know people have been talking about the length of the hole today. It's 273, but the players try to fly it. Probably today they're going to fly it about 250 to 255. Still, that's a long way. But still, those deception bunkers make it look closer than it is. Makes the green look closer.
I'm playing help, and I'm saying it's going to land 5 to 10 short. Okay?
So the players are bringing it up from right to left, which is into the wind, goes back into that slope. It kind of slows it down. But the player bringing it in.
Right? It needs to be hit, yeah. It needs to be hit, okay. Yeah. You don't want to roast when it's 2. With the same 2 to the over 7, it's good. All right? Yeah. Good? Yeah. Fully committed.
7 birdies through 10 holes.
Tom hit a couple little fades with this club earlier in the round, so he wants to go up against the wind. If he gets up that right side, it's a little firmer than if he misses the slope. You just do not want to be short right.
I just think here is a situation you want to keep the momentum going, put it on the green.
Absolutely right to center. He's going up the left side of the zone as well as too far.
Smart play.
Excellent.
It's a very cleverly designed hole, isn't it? And green. The fact that they make the target so much bigger with that run-in area. There's such a long hole. It's counteracted.
Well, George Thomas, the architect, he loved what he called the one-shotters, the par 3s. And we know here at LACC they are 5 creative par 3s.
Third at the par 4 fifth for Bryson DeChambeau. Soft sand, tough to spin.
Yeah, it is. And also the firm greens make a big difference as well, too.
Gordon Sargent, one of the amateurs who made it to the weekend. This for birdie at the 9th. Yeah. Great player at Vanderbilt, won an NCAA championship.
Rory McIlroy played a practice round with him in Augusta. Said he's the best amateur he's ever played with.
Is that right?
People used to say that about Rory.
3 in a row to finish up that opening 9 as Dustin Johnson gets set. U.S. Open champ 6 under. So remember he had that quad. He made it an 8 early in the round and then came back, really worked his way back to get it to 6 under par.
You know, I mean, one of the traits that you see in professional golfers, and you know, all of us who've been around a long time, is Ricky Fowler personifies it too, you know, with this comeback. You know, golf is a tough game. No matter who you are, Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods at the very top, everybody has dips in form and out of form. And the ability to be resilient is the biggest factor and common denominator in all professional golfers. And great yesterday from Johnson, being resilient, coming back from that 8 on his 2nd hole.
How about the #1 player in the world, Scotty Scheffler? Ball striking, tee to green's been off the charts, but the putting woes recently has turned that around a little bit the first 2 days.
Yeah, it's not been bad. He's kind of ranked in the 30s in putting, not too bad, and his ball striking is exemplary. Having said that, he's driven the ball for him poorly over the first 2 rounds, and I know yesterday he was fooling around after play on the driving range here with different heads and kind of maybe possibly changing driver head today. It's not been as stellar off the tee. So again, the fact that he's still in contention and not quite on the game off the tee shows you how much this guy's got in the tank.
Just been dominant. He and John Rahm, the top 2 players in the world, playing along Scheffler is with Cam Smith.
Yeah, there's something good about Cam Smith. I mean, he's coming off some really strong form. He's had 4 top 10s in a row on that Live Tour, and he's also had a 9th place in the PGA. I said it when I saw this place for the first time. It's got an Australian feel to it. It's like a course down in Melbourne. A lot of courses like this, chasing fast. The way the bunkers are set into the greens, the speed of the greens, and the fact that it's dried out. So he'll be comfortable on this style of golf around here this week. And we all know how good a putter he is. And these fast greens won't bother him one bit.
That round at St. Andrews was something else to finish up. Champion golfer of the year last year.
Again, firm, fast golf course.
Yep. Shambo. The bunker to here, this for par. Drop back to 1 under.
Over at 17, Patrick Cantlay looking for his first birdie on this side of the golf course after making 5 on the front side. There you go. The seal comes off a little late, but it comes off. The only major championship Patrick has not had a top 10 is the U.S. Open. There's Hideki Matsuyama. And Aaron, Hideki has been playing some really nice golf here in round 3.
Yeah, outside, the wind just did not move that 4-iron on 11, and that was the only shot that I've seen so far that he has missed today. And today, job well done hitting the fairway here at 12, one of the tougher fairways to hit with this crosswind, right to left hole and a left to right wind. And now it becomes a birdie opportunity, 142 for Hideki. Wind playing a little bit longer, I think, on the angle with this wind. Kind of, it looks more left to right, but it's actually going to hurt the ball just a little bit.
He's been dialed in with those irons. First in the field in proximity.
He's fun to watch when he gets these clubs going.
Don't pay attention to his leans left or right. When he hits a really good shot, he tends to not love it right after the ball strike. Kind of throws people off with that. Let's see what he does here. Not much of a reaction. Okay. Good shot there. Sometimes it's hard to tell with Hideki. So go back to 11.
Tom Kim now looking over this putt for birdie for his 8th birdie of the day, Jim.
Yeah, he's trying to keep that string alive right here. It will swing right early down the slope. It goes back up a little bit of a slope, and it will probably go left, depending if it then gets swung too far right on the first part of the putt. But he has been reading these greens really well today. Speed's been pretty solid.
He has not had a good year putting so far on tour. He's ranked 145th, but this week he's ranked 20th.
He's found something.
And so far today, just 13 putts the first 10 holes. All right, still a 3 here at 11 is a great score. All the par 3s, the 4 of the 5 par 3s here this week have played over par except 15, where we've seen 3 holes in 1 so far. What he's doing, what's he got, a bee chasing him? Something. So good save for Tom Kim here at 11. Easy par, he stays.
Westwood. Tom Kim, tee at 12.
It's an amazing sight, this property. So glad they've opened the doors for the world to see it for the first time on this stage. Tom Kim. How about the round he has put together? 7 under through 11 at the U.S. Open.
He's done the hard bit there on 12 as well. Hitting that fairway is so important with that pin position.
Now Hideki, look where he is aiming here, Paul.
That's what I mean. It's a tricky pin, this one here. Important to come in at it off the fairway, control the distance. Hideki on the back foot with the putt down the hill there as a result.
Let's head back to 9.
Rogers a moment ago, second from the bunker.
Let's have a bit of bend on it, left to right, down the hill.
Sensational. Almost incredible. Nothing easy for nut on the green here at 9, and he almost holed it. How close that came, Paul.
Yeah, it had a bit of speed on it. He'd be quite happy that it did hit the hole. I'm not disappointed it didn't go in, but
Halfway down.
It was.
Man.
It was well down.
2-8.
Brooks Koepka hitting his 4th from just beyond the green.
One of these down the hill chip shots there.
I thought it was heading for home there.
Replay?
Come on.
Again, he'll be pleased. He'll be pleased. More than unhappy with that one. That one had a bit of energy on it.
Terry, if this was off the glass for you, it would have gone in.
Got to call it, Steve.
That is true. That is very true. Here's Padraig Harrington hitting his 2nd a moment ago at the 17th.
The most difficult hole on the golf course this week so far.
Coming off his only bogey of the day at 16. Nice bounce for Padraig. Will it remain? Just have to pause for that will it remain part as we go back to Tom Kim.
Got slope over there, it's helping us out.
Right in the fairway at 12.
It's going to be 5 off the left. That's 54 hole, right? Yeah. But our landing number's 50. Yeah. You're saying it's playing 60. 50 is playing 60, correct? Yeah. Okay. I'll just focus on the 60. Any flight on it? Or you just go a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. That's why I was... I like that. Yeah. Like I said, we're ending riding, okay? Yeah, stock going like 64 right now? No wind? Yeah. Okay. Nice. I think it's a nice low one. It's fine, like height-wise? Yeah.
60 we were talking about with the uphill, but with the wind, it's about 64, 65. There is a slope to the right that they're talking about trying to maybe bring it off of, but going back up that hill, back into the wind.
Into the wind is an advantage here. We can bank it and use it as a backstop.
That's going to get out right over it.
He did. He cleared that fescue and will have a birdie putt at 12.
Wouldn't wager against it. The way he's going. How about Cantlay at 18 for birdie coming across? UCLA guys, teams practice over here a bit, so he's played this golf course a number of times. Different conditions, different layout, different hole locations, everything else.
At the 17th, Padraig Harrington. I loved when you were saying earlier how competitive Padraig is, but he does it with a smile on his face. If it's possible to want to rip your heart out in any event, but also be kind about it, Padraig manages it very well.
I don't know about kind. He does enjoy the battle. He's the youngest of 5 boys in his family. I think he grew up with a chip on his shoulder as a result.
And you know what? He's headed to the Hall of Fame next year. Good for him. Padraig Harrington, a 3-time major champion, a world-class player and person.
I've never seen him in bad form. Always in good form. No matter what's going on, always sees the positive in things. Even if he's in 2 foot high of fescue grass on a downslope with no green to work with, he'll say, that was the reason I hit it in here.
He loves the grind.
Yeah, he loves the grind.
Weston DeChambeau at 6 for birdie. It's funny with a golf hole, normally in an event like this, you see it kind of develop, and by day 3, most people are playing it a certain team. Cantlay left with this. 4 par. Standing over it with how close the 18th is to the 9th green and the 10th tee. The clubhouse as well, the opening tee. All right, Patrick finishes with a par. Good round, 367 after a couple of rounds in the 70s.
Now here at the 8th, Sahith Theegala. Oh, man, this does not look easy. rough and buries down deep. Hello and welcome to the U.S. Open, Sahib. How's your Saturday going?
As tough as that first shot was, the next one is not going to be any easier as he comes down the slope. Yeah,
Now,
there you go.
Just look at the flag. That's all the way on the left side of your screen. He's aiming to the right side of the green. He's going to try to use that slope and bring it back down. Let's see how much. You need to get it high. Now let's see how much it's going to fall. Oh boy.
Problem was, if he went at the flag there, he could have ended up back in the bracket.
That looked like a U.S. Open right there. 15.
I believe Sergio up first here at 15, short par 3. So we've seen the play here. A little bit left and a little bit past the pin.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that all day long. And as the greens get firmer, we may even see the players go even further left. They know there's no room in there with a dried out green. The wind is also down off the left, which obviously doesn't help. They prefer to be able to bank it against that breeze. But Sergio was one of the best ball strikers that we've certainly seen in my era playing the game. And you know, if anybody can make good contact on a wedge, this guy's got a good chance. But he's going to need it here. And again, I'm expecting to see him in 25 feet. The players anticipated this, and also the USGA gave the game away a little bit by you know, in the World Cup having it playing this yardage. They talked about maybe playing it this yardage, so they kind of practiced from this tee box right here.
Back. It's basically the same shot they played for 3 straight days in terms of where they're trying to into that bank and bring it. Now, they got a longer putt
Certainly
coming.
yesterday, yeah, absolutely.
This is a par putt at the 8th for Thigala. We've seen eagles here. We've seen birdies. Not seen a lot of 35-footers for par. Scoots on by.
Playing with Sergio, Patrick Reed.
He seems to be aiming a bit further right, doesn't he? How brave is Patrick going to be? Beautiful. Beautiful. The way the ball stood to attention there tells you how good a contact he made on it.
Quick come back down with the putt, so they'll be careful. That struggle for Patrick, though. 6 over. The 12.
Hottest man on the golf course, Tom Kim. Trying to figure this one out. Pinpoint animation there on the right of your screen. He missed the cut at the PGA Championship and the Memorial Tournament his last 2 starts. Jack Nicklaus, the greatest of them all, who won 4 U.S. Opens, once told us on the set at Live from the Masters, at major championships, you don't find your game. You bring your game. So what gives Jim Gallagher with Tom Kim here with 7 birdies?
He's brought his A games. What gives? He got a good idea of the speed. Matt Fitzpatrick was a little bit left to him. It's a really slow putt. It could fall left at the end. If there's an A game, he has it.
Yeah, a little aggressive on that one. He's yet to make a bogey today. He has a knee knocker coming back here at 12.
This Hideki Matsuyama's third at 13. Drove it right. That whole fairway runs down right to the rough at a pitch out middle of the fairway, and that the approach then. You'll have that left for par. To 15, birdie try, Patrick Reed.
You can see the wind there in the background blowing down on this short par 3. Down there's a tier right about now, and it curves left and just hit it through the break there. Day of frustration for Reed.
Yeah, it has. And that's what players have been protecting against on that putt at 15.
Over at 7, this is Bryson DeChambeau. First birdie of the day here. Par 37. How about that card for Bryson? Up and down.
Jerry Woodland's day is underway. U.S. Open champ, Pebble Beach. This for par the second. Jerry playing along with Denny McCarthy today. Reed coming back for par at 15. Green speed's about 13 plus on the stimp meter, which is how they measure the speeds. But I've always thought about greens getting quicker as the day goes on. They actually slow down a little bit as the grass grows.
Yeah, I mean, that putt down the hill, the first one he had would have been running at probably 16 as it went down the slope there.
And it depends on the wind if they dry out.
Of course, yeah, of course. But they are going to dry out, and that's going to be the difficulty, is getting control of the ball on the greens.
Billy Horschel, tee at the 9th, even par.
Good shape on
Get away with it somehow.
So got the distance control. Does some beauty there from Horschel. It's going to be a tricky putt from behind that flag.
He kept it low, shaped it.
Yeah, it's beauty, wasn't it? Yeah. Drove it through the wind.
Meanwhile, Matsuyama looking at a par putt at 13, Aaron.
That'll feel like a birdie if he can get it to drop after driving it in that right rough, Terry, for sure. Tough one to read, though. It looks like where it's coming from, it should be straight, but my eye thought right at the last second it might want to leak a little bit to the right, but nonetheless it's slow, and he is on the correct side of the hole, being uphill.
Not the only player down in that right rough off the tee. That fairway runs you all the way down. Talk about how wide the fairways are here, but they play more narrow, most of them.
Yeah, I mean, they are quite firm, but, you know, I mean, McIlroy is hitting 80% of fairways, and the average percentage hit on the PGA Tour is 58%. You heard this week the guys are up nearly at 70%, which is highly unusual for the US Open. It's normally reversed than that. But the also thing in the factor the players are conscious of is 13 of the 18 greens here slope from back to front. So, you know, keeping it below the flag is imperative around here as these greens get firmer.
Mentioned McIlroy. Have you seen him play a whole lot better than you've seen him?
I love the way he's working the ball both ways at ease, and seems to be playing more of a stock shot from right to left. Yeah, I mean, he looks really, really good. The difficulty over the weekend for him is going to be expectation. Not alone comes from outside, but inside as well too.
Gala on the way, the par 3-9. Another great shot. It's not that difficult. Back to the opener, Ryan Harmon. This is his third, so don't hit the fairway with your tee shot. Lay up here, par 5.
Yeah, he's got a bit of room though. They do give him a big chance here on this first. You know, he can bounce this well short. The pin is right at the back there. Let the slope, which is one of the few greens from front to back, slowly move it towards the flag. That's exactly what he's done. Beautiful shot there from Harmon.
Really well done. Was in the bunker off the tee, and now that for birdie. Mitchell, this for birdie. It's a place to be right there. Putt after putt going in from just that area. So even par for the day. take it to the 10th and the 2nd for Brooks Koepka.
You can hunt this flag from the fairway. Beautiful.
That to get it to 2 under. Have a chance to win great prizes. Qualified today at WGT.com. Out to the 8th.
Victor Hovland, he has come so close in the last 3 major championships. Tied for 4th at the Open last year at St. Andrews. Tied for 7th at the Masters and came real close at the PGA at Oak Hill when he tied for 2nd. Hovland, it feels like it's percolating, Paul. Percolating towards a major win.
Yep. He seems to get his go to another level in these majors. Great win, of course, in Memorial. Tigala, this is slippy. And out of his left.
Horschel's missed his birdie try. See his coin.
He had a bit of speed on that, didn't he? He's brave. He won college up the road, didn't he? So again, another player who would have been a lot of practice rounds around here over the years.
Pepperdine Wave in Malibu. 19 left side for Fitzpatrick. Listen in, really can't. Good angle here, Jim.
210. 5, you were 5.
Yeah, he's over on the left side of the fairway. 219 total. It's looking kind of just 190, probably 200 to carry. If it gets right at the hole, it'll really swing to the right. So if anything just left to this hole, feed back to it. Both players on the proper side of this fairway. Get it going a little right here. He gets down to the bottom of that deep stuff. Both guys, great drives. Little left to right ring as well. A little to the right, should feed to the right.
Okay. Commit to it. I just feel like before I'm taking so much off, and if it's low, it just keeps on going. Taking so much off to hit a 213 shot?
I haven't seen a birdie yet at 13. It's been a really difficult hole through the week. Tom Kim,
So,
307.
do you want to go mid? Yeah, I like mid one. Yeah, I love it. Let's do it. Now I like it. He's hitting, so wait a second.
T at 14.
They are. Things got money to sell in front.
Even if there's no
216
hurt,
total.
mid is not getting long. Okay? And I'm playing slight hurt. Okay?
The key word here is commit to this. That is leaking out to the right.
Gosh.
Avoid the bunkers. Line might be okay. See the golf ball. He's gone really low in this win. 61 at Sedgefield. Wyndham Championship in Greensboro. 62 in Vegas at the Shriners. Trying to do that here at the U.S. Open after a terrific opening 9 holes. Ricky Fowler, the putting green, be the final pairing along with Wyndham Clark this afternoon here in L.A.